Hey guys, it's Dave from MrDavePizza.com. Thanks so much for checking out my channel. Please like and subscribe. If you're checking out this channel for the first time, usually I cover some sort of indie or platformer game, but today I'm playing something a little bit different. Still indie, still platformer, but it is actually Witch and Whiz, the Nintendo Entertainment System ROM release on itch.io within this past year. That's right, a Nintendo Entertainment System game this year, released with a physical copy, which is now sold out, but there is still the ROM available for purchase on itch.io for about $10. And yeah, you can use any sort of kind of software you use for emulation. There's various ones on Steam. I ended up using RetroArch, which is a emulator that you can use for any kind of ROM. And yeah, so this is a pixel puzzle platformer. And it looks exactly like an original Nintendo Entertainment System game. It's got the, I think NES was 8-bit, maybe 16-bit, but probably 8-bit. And yeah, it definitely looks like an old NES game, which, you know, is up to you whether you're interested in that or not. But I thought it was pretty cool, and it definitely gave me some nostalgic vibes. But anyway, so basically what this game is it starts with a brief kind of storyline intro with no dialogue or anything, and you end up in this kind of like dungeon area beneath the cabin, and you just start solving puzzles. There's like things you have to move around to access other areas, you know, typical game puzzle stuff, but it is very challenging. I am not the best at puzzle platformers. I usually end up having to look stuff up, but I try to give you guys kind of like a demonstration of what the puzzles are like here in the first area. And yeah, it's pretty fun to solve the puzzles. I did not have to look up all of them. Quite a few of them I was able to get on my own, but for the purpose of demonstration, I tried to give kind of a clean run here. And yeah, so this game was released by, let's see, I think it was something Hughson. Where is he? Is he? Okay. Oh yeah, Matt Hughson, NES dev. And yeah, it's kind of curious to me how this ended up being, because you know, I didn't even know you could release a game on Nintendo in 2022. I thought that was impossible, but yeah, it's a legit thing. You for a limited time there were physical cartridges, you know, the ones you would blow on and put into the Nintendo, and actually works, I guess. But yeah, so this game does have some different features aside from just, you know, being able to move around puzzle pieces. This uses certain strategy methods to make you really think about what you can do 10 steps ahead. That's really where the challenge in it is. And yeah, you can move things in place, but to know how it's going to affect every other thing just really takes practice. And some people are going to have an easier time with this than others. I would say just don't get frustrated. You can look up everything pretty much on YouTube, so no problem there. But yeah, so if you do move through this and you have an issue, you can actually rewind in the game and go back to an earlier move, or you can just reset the entire floor and put everything back to how it was, which is what I ended up doing most of the time. But yeah, I did actually show how these puzzles are done in this first area, so keep an eye on that. If you end up playing it, you can use this video as a reference, but for the most part, I'm just going to leave a link to the game in the description. Oh, by the way, this is really important. This game was provided to me by Indie Game Collective and the developer. I meant to get around to this earlier this year, but I was having some issues with getting showcases done because of the weather. But yeah, so I'm back on the IGC showcases, and I'll begin some more of those out. And yeah, I will stop talking. But yeah, link in the description. If you find this video interesting and like this kind of content, want to support this kind of content, please try and subscribe. It helps me keep motivated and trying to get this channel maybe monetized someday, but I don't know what'll happen. But in the meantime, I really appreciate your support, and I hope you enjoy this gameplay video. If you have any thoughts on it, feel free to comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.